Hi, and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. As we always say every week, big up the guys from Boohoo Man.
Yeah, big up, man.
Extra 10% off if you use the code AFTV10. Boohoo Man, of course, #1 in clothing in the UK. As you can see, wearing some Boohoo Man merch here myself. How about Boohoo Man brothers, Roy? Look at them over there. Hey, you guys wearing the same things?
I don't know how to swear.
I know.
Well, it's not exactly the same. It's similar. Hey, they've got some wicked shirts, you know.
Yeah, I've got some wicked shirts.
I like that one.
Just nice throw
So
over,
man.
ready.
Yeah.
Step
Yeah,
forward.
overshirt.
Yeah. That's
Overshirt, you know you're supposed to open it up.
Yeah.
And then you have like you have like the t-shirt underneath it showing.
Oh, okay.
He might move like one of them
maybe next time.
American
Maybe next time.
gangsters right now.
What?
Yeah, man.
I know nothing about.
Yeah.
The only gangster I know is the one
Crips.
that had.
One of them.
No, the one that had. You can't handle the whole weight. With Guru. That's the only gangster I know. Remember him?
No.
Don't remember him, gangster. You can't handle the whole weight.
I'm a gangster.
I was gangster. Sorry, I was born like a Muslim. I was born like a Muslim. Pray to the east. That's the only gangster that I know.
Sing it.
No, I was born.
You do look like one of those West Coast.
Like old school.
Yeah.
Listen, that's a compliment because
Don't
I love all those West Coast
From
legends.
Compton.
Hey, it's a
however
Boo
they
Man
say.
show, you know. I don't want you throwing out no gang signs and all that.
I know nothing about it. But thank you. See, this is
Can
why.
crip walk?
Huh?
Can crip walk?
Well, I did it once. I don't know how I did it.
Bebop. I didn't call it bebop.
And LL Sports is in the background. No, but Robbie, that's why he was a legend. Gangster. I've got him gangster. What a legend. And Keefe E, the guru.
All right, well, listen, forget about Gangstar, forget about Keefe E. We got to talk about the weekend's games. A lot to get through.
Yes.
A lot to get through on our game because you know the crazy thing about it. And don't forget to get your comments in, your super chats in. We'd love to hear from as many of you as possible today. I want to hear from you guys regarding the refereeing decision. Do you think you got it right? Do you think you got it wrong? As many as you as possible. I want to hear from you today. We won the game.
Fortunately, luckily, thankfully.
But nobody's talking about
Of course,
the
well,
game.
Yeah, because
the actual performance and all that. Calafiori's great finish.
Ricardo, big up Ricardo.
Everybody's still talking about the incident. And somebody said to me on Saturday, they go, Robbie, normally when you win a game, if there's a controversial incident within it, normally people kind of forget about the controversial. They might mention it once and say, such and such happened with the ref, but then it's just, you're so happy at winning the game.
Yeah.
But in this case, everybody is still fuming about the decision, even though we won the game. Now, if you was living on Planet Zod and you didn't know what happened, right?
Oh, that's good. Superman. That's where.
Other planets are available.
Yeah, exactly. That's where the villains came from. Planet
Just
Zod.
to recap.
General Zod. this man is clever, you know. General Zod. Big up Robbie.
Just to recap.
Superman 2.
Just to recap what happened again. We get a corner in the Wolves half.
Oh, that's right,
The corner's cleared,
Yeah.
right? And then all of a sudden, Wolves have got a counter-attack on.
Yeah, who was it? The one who spoke, Gary Doherty. He's playing for Tottenham.
Miles Lewis-Skelly steps across
Doherty.
and clips. Was it Doherty?
Doherty,
Yes. Clips Doherty
Yeah.
to stop him from
Breaking.
breaking.
Yeah.
In 99.9% of games that we've watched, apart from the one on Saturday,
Yeah.
that's always given as a yellow card.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
They've got a term. They've got a term for it.
Yeah.
You took one for the team.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clever
But
tactical foul from Miles.
Not in this game. We used to see new things at Arsenal's game.
Yeah.
We saw the Saliba sort of clash of heads turn into a head, but he got sent off.
Yeah.
We saw the
No, he
Declan
didn't get sent off.
Rice.
He didn't get sent off. That was Bournemouth.
The penalty given.
It was a penalty.
We saw the little flick of the ball away by Declan Rice.
And getting leveled by
that was the
Veltman.
second yellow.
And getting sent off, yeah. We saw
saw
Leandro getting sent off.
We saw the Martinelli with the same referee a couple of seasons ago
In 2
at
seconds.
Wolves.
Yeah.
With the 2 yellow cards that we've never ever seen again.
Yeah.
Right, we've seen that one.
Yeah.
Well, this one for me tops the lot. Sent off, red card for the 18-year-old Miles Lewis-Skelly. Sent off. He couldn't believe it.
We couldn't believe it.
The Arsenal players couldn't believe it.
We couldn't
the
believe
Arsenal
it.
fans couldn't believe it. The Wolves players couldn't believe it. And the Wolves fans were just in laughter.
Yeah.
And you can't blame them because they were like, all right, yeah, we'll take that.
They were celebrating.
Right? I've never seen a decision like it. It's led to a massive outcry, even though Arsenal lost the game.
We've
had big
Won the game.
Won the game.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Lost.
You said lost?
It seems like I lost the way it's career. Won the game, right? There's been an outcry from many, even pundits.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer said, worst decision you've ever seen. So did Micah Richards.
I've seen a
So
lot
did
of
Ian Wright.
ex-Tottenham.
And even
Jamie
players,
O'Hara said that
And
he feels that, it's almost like some of these refs have
believe
got a bias against Arsenal. What's going on? Like,
Robbie, even sorry to interrupt. Did you hear what Keith Hackett said?
yeah, even ex-referees
Which was unbelievable
have
what
come
Keith
out and
Hackett
said it's not a yellow card, but the PGMOL, I'm going to get to
Yeah,
red card.
not a red card.
The PGMOL, which of course is the organisation in charge of the referees, they're still backing Michael Oliver.
Well,
They came out and
I'm not
said,
surprised.
and if this is true, they came out and complained about how he's received a lot of
absolutely
vile
no one can
abuse.
condone, and that's disgusting, disgraceful.
Disgraceful. We all, none of us here condone that.
Nobody, no,
right?
no.
Although there's been some fans that have come out and said, well, hold on, he doesn't even have a social media account.
Ooh,
And there's fans,
Yep.
and they may be wrong by doing this,
that's interesting.
questioning the timing of that.
Nope.
Saying, is that you only saying that because he's under so much heat? Now,
That's
listen,
interesting.
I don't think, and I don't want us to, think that he's not had abuse, because I reckon
Yeah.
he probably has, right?
Yeah.
And as we said, that's disgraceful if that
Disgusting.
happens.
Nobody can condone that ever.
But it still remains a fact
You got it wrong.
that as far as most people are concerned, he got that decision wrong. Marge Lewis-Skelly got sent off. VAR looked at it and backed the ref.
Did they look at it though?
I can't believe
Darren
they did.
England.
And then since that, as I said, the PGMOL are more or less backing the ref as well.
As always.
Will this decision get overturned? We still have to wait and see.
Well, that's interesting.
But it was unbelievable. I want to get as many of your comments on it as possible, and I need to hear from you guys. I mean,
Unbelievable.
we
EMF
were
well done,
singing.
Robbie.
We were singing yesterday. Me and Kenya. Ty was right. The refs are shy. Ty was right. The refs are shy.
No, it definitely is. Man.
I didn't actually. I don't actually say that, but
But anyway, Yardi,
Listen,
take
man.
us away.
A few
on this
things that you say, right? All right. One is I actually do believe that the statement they have put out is a distraction
Absolutely.
to take away from having to deflection to having to deal with the situation.
Yeah, but hold on.
No.
You can't say that.
No, I can't say it. I'm gonna tell you why I can't say that. It's my opinion on this. It's my view on this.
It's your opinion.
Yeah, and my
But then
opinion.
the reason why I'm saying,
Yeah.
how do you know he's not had that abuse?
Okay. Why is he
no.
only having it this time? Why didn't he have it when he sent off Trossard? Why didn't he have it when he sent
How
off
do you know he
Declan
didn't?
Rice? But so why didn't they come out and make a statement then?
Maybe
Why
you
this
could-
time? Because
no, but you-
because Robbie, what they did, they realized they have made a mistake,
Yeah.
and they don't want to deal with it because it's gonna seem like we've made another mistake against Arsenal again. We cannot just keep saying sorry.
Yeah, but
let's not. Wait, because check this. Obviously you were at the game, right?
Yeah.
I was watching.
You're
it.
speculating.
No, I was watching the game. So when you watch the game, obviously, the commentators will hear stuff that the VAR is reporting back.
Yeah, apparently,
Cool.
yeah.
At no point the commentator says VAR has checked and said they're okay with it.
Yeah,
VAR is intervening. There was nothing to do with VAR taking place with that situation there. They didn't even want to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Gomez, second yellow card.
Should have been a red.
VAR related back, yep, they agree it's a second yellow. So they can agree to that one, but they have
Absolutely.
nothing to do with the
I mean,
red
that
card
was
situation.
embarrassing.
It's a red
Because
card.
that's a straight red.
So what
red.
they did in that game, what we saw in that game is they just exposed themselves
Yeah.
in one game. And that's what I'm trying to say. Why my speculation, my
I don't
opinion,
think
my
that.
view is that they've done this as distraction because there's so many questions in that one game that shows
Listen,
the corruption. Robbie,
What you're saying, by the way,
about-
what
yeah.
you're saying, a lot of fans are saying.
Because
right?
it's true.
And, but I'm just saying that we can't be sure, right? Because
No, we can't be sure,
Just
but we
because
can't tell what you
because
see.
they didn't talk about the abuse in the Brighton game, in the which
Man
game
City
was it?
game.
In the Man City game, he could have got abuse after that game, but the level of this one
Yeah.
might be worse.
Yeah.
And you could understand it because the level of the backlash of this one's way worse than those games. But anyway, continue.
I'm telling you, right? So as I said, they exposed themselves in that one game. Because what they did in that one game is show that you just had two, you just basically could say that's the same tackle you just had. One was deemed as a yellow card and one was deemed as a red card. Why? You have to now explain that.
Yeah.
No, let's put out a statement so we don't have to explain nothing. Let's this be the main focus and make everybody back off. The reason why I feel they did put out the statement as well is because realistically, 99% of pundits, ex-players, ex-referees, professionals are saying it is not. Yeah. They're under a lot of pressure now because before when decisions were made, like the Declan Rice one, the Trossard one, it was like, he's a silly boy because he saw what happened against Declan. He knows this. They should know better. So it was 50-50. But where you have everyone saying it is not, you're under pressure now. You have to come out and make a statement. What do you do? Howard Webb is an ex-policeman.
Yeah, that's right.
Constable. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to protect his own people. Yeah. He knows how to put on a face and say, we know what to do. Come on, man. It's corruption. We can see it. And it's not a biased thing to say, oh, it's only Arsenal. It happens a lot.
It does happen a lot.
I looked. I couldn't believe it. He has given 53 red cards now in his whole career. Whole career.
Right. And how many is
8 of them is the most he's given out,
the most,
and they all to Arsenal.
8, yeah.
He has refereed mostly Liverpool games. I think it was something like, it was at least 10 more than us, but he has given Arsenal the most yellow cards as well. So he's given us the most yellows and the most reds. Yeah. He does not like Arsenal. And it's evident to see. And they keep putting him in the games. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
If he's our best, which they keep saying, he's the top man in terms of in the Premier League, he's the man.
Who's the worst?
You should have been at Man City and Chelsea's game. You shouldn't be at Arsenal and Wolves. That's Wolves down relegation. Arsenal who were struggling to score goals. Why you want to be at this game? Why is he at this game? Why is he not at the Man City versus Chelsea game, which is the big game of the weekend?
That's true.
You're the big man. That's the game you should be at. You shouldn't be at these games. But you come and make a decision like that. And for me, it's like, look, left back, we are all right. We have players to come in. If this decision did get overturned, he should get deducted 3 weeks' wages. No, like they should, because there's no repercussion when they do these things. There's not. It's like us fans just have to deal with it, and it's like people that be like, oh, you guys are overreacting. We're not overreacting.
No,
when you see something, like you said, the two red cards, Declan and Trossard, we have not seen that all season.
And William.
We are now into 22 games, and only Arsenal is the only team out of all 20 to receive those 2 reds.
Yeah.
Remember when Saliba got the red card, Howard Webb was in the stands, and it was a yellow, but for some magical reason, go check that. Why you couldn't go check this one?
That's a
great
point.
What I'm trying to say? It's like,
good point,
why is it always us?
That's a fantastic
Martinez
point.
yesterday, 2-footed tackle on Traore. 2-footed, he's done. It's the second time he's done it.
Yellow.
Not even there's no card.
No card.
No
card.
card.
Yeah, no card. Sorry. Yeah.
But it's always us, and people are always like, no. The fact is that no, after this weekend, it's crazy because no, everybody who even sometimes like, Arsenal is complaining about refs, are now changing their tone.
I think there was you said something which is so true, and I'm going to come to you, Ty. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Of course.
In the same game.
Yeah.
The same game. You've got 2 incidents. One, where for me, Lewis Skelly just does a little trip.
We've seen it happen all the time.
But they're trying to claim that his studs was higher.
Yeah, which he wasn't. Right?
The second one, those studs are high up. That's a dangerous tackle.
Dangerous.
That's a straight red.
And he also went, the way he went in is a
on
straight
his back
foot.
on his Achilles.
He went in with a straight foot.
Yeah.
Like,
but he only got a yellow.
Yeah.
Right?
So imagine he never had a yellow before.
Right?
Yeah. If he never had a yellow before, he would have still played.
No, as a matter of fact, no, you're not even clocking what's going to happen now. So as things stands, he'll miss 1 game.
Yeah. But Skelly's
going to miss 3.
Yeah.
If he's not over.
For what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want them to articulate that to me and tell me how is it that he's going to miss 1 game for a worse tackle, and even the player himself knew what he did. Like afterwards,
you could see it.
You saw him. He's like, "Oh man, why'd I do that?" But right, he's going to miss 3. Marzu Skelly.
Yeah.
and he's only going to miss one. And I was doing a thing today on my brother. My brother does a show on his channel, and I was
Big up LL Sports.
And I said this, and I actually said it when I did it on DR Sports as well. I said, listen, I go, everybody keeps going on about the referee, and like we said, nobody should get abused and all that. We're against that.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of talk about the referee. What about Miles Lewis-Skelly?
Absolutely. Yeah. Exactly.
A young kid, 18, just broken into the Arsenal first team. Keeping an established player like Calafiori and Zinchenko out of the team. That's how well he's done.
Yeah.
But we all know what football's like. Football can be a sport that's very ruthless. He's now going to miss 3 games.
If it's not overturned.
Big games. Manchester City, Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. You'll be out of that. And then what's the other game? This is the FA Cup weekend after that. So I think the next game's Leicester, right? He missed Leicester, I think. 3 games. In those 3 games, let's just say Calafiori comes in. That's a brilliant. Which is great goal by him at the weekend.
Brilliant goal.
That's him done. Like, not done, but, you may not see. He's back in the queue now. You might not see Miles Lewis-Skelly. You might see him in the odd game from now till the end of the season. What if, when Ben White comes back, the manager says, "Oh well, Miles is out, so let me move Timber to left back,
and put Ben in that right,
and I'll put Ben in the right back,
which I think
and then Timber does really well.
Yeah.
Then you've got Calafiori. Then all of a sudden he's right back down the pecking order. This is a guy who's worked his way right to the front,
move him in midfield.
has got his opportunity,
and
sees his opportunity, and has done brilliant. And the manager's going, "Hey, listen, you know what? This guy's doing so well. I could maybe sell Zinchenko now in the January transfer window and go with it." This could set him back. This horrendous decision, people are not taking that into account. So all of these things need to be taken into account. Ty, before I come to you, because I think a lot of people are waiting to hear your opinion on this, right?
Oh, really?
Let me just do some super chats. So this one from Aaron Deep, he says, "Looking forward to this." Ty, what's he says? No, not so unturned. I don't know what he means by that, but he's looking forward to it anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Kaiser Franz with his usual super chat says, "Hey guys, yesterday Anne Foles, Ingrid Landmark, Tranvalot and Hannah Oberg were battling for the win, but Oberg stepped on Ingrid's skis, causing her to crash. Do you think it was a fair victory?" Well, we haven't had a chance
we haven't seen
to
it,
watch
so we
Ski Sunday.
could
Alex Smith says, "If Spurs get relegated, I'll be over the moon. Imagine Spurs versus Millwall next at the Den." Tanis says, "We're getting Rashford on deadline day, aren't we?"
I believe that.
Mr. Swalek says, "Michael Oliver made a decision which was wrong. Okay, we're all human beings. We make mistake, but VAR not overturning that was scandalous."
Well, absolutely.
Very true.
Mystique, well done. Mystique,
Karim
well done.
says, "Everybody loves disgrace of the week. Please bring it back." Okay. Gaming's now says, we need to buy a referee to the January transfer
Honestly,
window.
That's very good.
Boss Royale says, "Who does Ty hate more, Ferguson or Mourinho?"
I don't hate anyone.
Stephen Ireland's grandmother says, "Ty, if you won't watch Havertz's handball, should the PGMOL watch Lewis-Skelly's red card?" Joseph Phone says, "Hi Robbie, if you leave the bid till late, Sesko for example, it's less likely as Leipzig can't get a replacement. Also, if confirmed and Arsenal go to Dubai, will you come for the trip and please bring Ty?" I'd love to.
That's kind,
bro.
When is it?
It might be going when the FA Cup. Thing is, if they're not playing a game, there's no point in going.
And what happened? And
I remember that time when they played a game there, I went. But obviously, Dubai, one of my favourite countries to go to. K Pry 1 says, "Ty, be careful. Michael Oliver, in his anti-Arsenal tirade, might end up giving you your first red card as a fan." And Mr. Kaplan says, "Uncle Ty and Yardi,
peace,
2 words
Captain.
each for Michael Oliver." Well, we're trying to keep the show clean at the moment, right? Ty.
Yes. Well,
what was your opinion of it? How was you feeling after the game? What was your reaction during? I know my reaction during. I lost it. I had a head loss. I turned into full tie in the game.
What?
Because I had an absolute head loss. I couldn't believe it. When he put the red card up, I'm like, nah. I'm with Cecil. I go, Cecil, you can put that down in a minute. He's taking out the wrong card.
I thought so.
Then when I see him still there, I'm like, what? Then, no. I had a head loss. What about you?
Well, first of all, obviously nobody can condone if it's true, which I can't. If it isn't true, like Yardi's saying, then that's disgraceful. So whatever happens, if he did get abused and apparently the police are involved, that's disgraceful. If it's lies, that's even worse. But I thought it was very, very strange because we just thought it was going to be yellow. When the red came out, I actually thought it had been rescinded. We couldn't believe. We were all the fans, we were all discussing it. It was like, boys, it was like a chat show. Because we were all discussing it then. What happened? This, that. We were all dissecting. It was unbelievable. It was EMF. It was unbelievable. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. We didn't know. We didn't know we was talking about. We didn't know. It was like we was acting like Glenn Goldsmith. We were dreaming, or beautiful Vanessa Williams. We were dreaming because all the Beach Boys, California Dreaming. Because we were all California Dreams. The program. We were because we could not believe it. We just couldn't believe it. But what I would say though, Robbie, there was another challenge as well. You probably saw it. You and Cecil and Joe saw it at the game, but you probably didn't see it again. The tackle on Declan. Now, I don't know if you saw, because that was in the first half as well. And that was before Miles, that caught him there. And that wasn't even given. But it was, I don't know, it was very, very strange. But we said, oh no, we said, oh, not again. That's what we said. It was just
I just laughed. When I see it, I laughed. I couldn't help but laugh.
And what have you made of what have you made of it since? You know, because VAR checked it.
Yeah.
Went with the on-field decision.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been saying for quite a long time that you think the referees are not fit for purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think they're biased against Arsenal.
100%.
Does this now make you feel that you've been proven right?
Well, the funny thing is, Robbie, it's always an interesting thing about,
because you get slated off, you get called deluded and stuff like that.
But
I can tell you that I've had a lot of fans saying to me, Robbie, when you see Ty, tell him he was right.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind. All I can say, Robbie, it's like thing. It's not about being proved right. It's being proved wrong, and nobody can prove me or us wrong with what Yardi's saying. He sent off our players 8 times. Now, I don't know about corruption, but the question must be asked. He sent off our players 8 times. That's 2 to double figures.
And you have to look how quick he went to do it as well.
Absolutely. Like you know,
you've seen certain decisions made where they take the time and they then, you know, like, even a game like this, like, go up and maybe even speak to Skelly and let him know he's going to get a red. Sorry, it's a red.
Nothing.
It's like, call him back. He didn't even call him back. He just walk. Yep, here you go. He was so quick. It's almost like the whole game he was just waiting.
Yeah.
Yo, something just happened. Something. Yeah, no, that was not good enough.
Yep.
Yeah, this one.
I remember the time when Granit Xhaka got sent off for like a professional foul.
Yeah.
And they were saying the force in which he kicked the guy.
Was that Emirates against Bolton?
Even that one, I was like, he took one for the team. But
that was near the halfway line.
But you can't even complain with this one even about the force. He just clips him.
It literally went to trip him. It was just a liquid trip. You could see it. It wasn't as...
But
honestly, because I agree with some of them pundits where they say it's one of the worst they've seen. Because
and people
you look at it and you say to yourself, the other thing is as well, you look at it and you think to yourself, did you have to give that?
Exactly.
What made you feel that you had to give that decision, those decisions that never, ever get, player clip, standard yellow card? What is it in your head that then says to you, no, actually, I feel that's a red?
Like you said, like he keeps saying, he's meant to be the best. He's meant to be the most established, the most experienced. You've done over how many hundreds and hundreds of games in the league and all. You've seen this tackle before. You've seen, you know it's a professional tackle. Yeah. You know it's one that they do it because everyone's out of position. Yeah. It's on the break. It's down in their half, just outside their box. You've seen it happen where players even get dragged back and then it's just get them
for me,
he just was so wanting to give a red.
For me, he can't referee another Arsenal game this season.
Well, let's hope so. But will that happen?
Of course.
Would happen?
Like he said, what did he say? What did he say last season about when he did the Man City one?
Kovacic, he didn't want to send off Kovacic.
He didn't want to ruin the game.
He didn't want to ruin the game. That's what he came out and said. But the thing is, Robbie, going back to me, you know what? It's not a surprise to me. It's not a surprise. It's just what it is, like Yardi says, what it is now. Everybody's seeing it. And the thing is, I would never be as arrogant as to say it's just me, because people have been going longer than me. We've seen this for years. But it was, what are you talking? We've seen it for, you've seen it. Yardi's seen it. We've seen it for years. But now, because it's more exposure. We've seen it since George Graham days. We've seen it when we got, if I can even say the word, deducted 2 points, and Manchester United got deducted 1. We've seen it for years, but now people are seeing it. And like,
so you think like Michael Oliver's biased against Arsenal?
Well, they always say that I want to try to be fair. So I always want to try to be fair, and I always say I would never question a referee's integrity, but questions have to be asked, like Yardi said, about why. Why are we why have our players been yellow carded the most time, and why have we got red carded the most time? And like we said, and I'll say it again, he came out and said he did not want to send off, I hope I've got his name right. If I haven't, I apologise to him, because he didn't want to ruin the game. But yet, he sent off Miles, he sent off Leandro, he sent off Declan, he sent off Gabriel quicker than you can blink.
You see my thing as well, like situations like this, I feel like just like how when the game's done, you know, players in the games, some players from each team will get spoken to by the media.
That's right. That's right. The referee should.
The managers come out and speak. Yeah. They should have, you know, a press where the referees at the game sit down and then get asked decisions. What was the difference between Skelly's and Gomez?
Absolutely.
Why when the Wolves player Gomez, who was already on a yellow card, kicking the ball away again, why didn't he get a second yellow? But you know, like, why don't they get questioned? Because they don't. So all they do is they make the decisions, game done, them jumping at them car, them coach, them taxi, them private jets, whatever corruption they're making money out of nowadays, and fly about their business, go about their business, and they be back again. And you know what? Football, I see something, man, it's so true. Because of how quick football is moving, like look, there's games again this week.
Games tonight.
We forget about this now. That's
what they want.
And they don't have to answer nothing.
You know, somebody said to me this morning, I go, Robbie, how can you have a go at these referees? Because it goes, you're now questioning their integrity. Goes, you know, so what are you trying to say? You testing their integrity. So I said, well, I don't think he has deliberately set out to cheat.
No.
I don't think that. I just think he's a poor ref. But
questions have to be asked.
I said, why can't I question his integrity as well?
Absolutely.
Like, I suppose I wanted to because I go.
Newcastle fan, apparently.
Right. I said, really? why can't I question his integrity? Right. Because I said I've seen an example this season of a referee whose integrity was so bad they had to sack him in David Coote.
Exactly.
Hey, right? David Coote, please.
If we would have come out before and said stuff like that, people would have said, well, Robbie, how are you questioning his integrity? The guy was there on camera, dissing Klopp, calling Klopp this and
German,
that. Then we saw that same referee allegedly, you know, snorting a white substance.
Absolutely. You shall listen to your music.
Right.
You've never listened to your song.
Right. So when I see things like that, and that's one of the referees, why can't I question the integrity of? I don't know.
Exactly.
I have no evidence of it, but I can look at that and think, what's going on with these refs?
Exactly. And also, Robbie, if I can interject, an illegal substance as well. Let's just say that. An illegal substance.
Allegedly.
Allegedly illegal substance. Exactly.
Let me get back into the super chats. Rosa 2838 says, question for Ty. Who's the bigger cheat? Michael Oliver or Mope?
Oh, did you see the could be signing Mope?
Yeah, right. Well, obviously it's Mope, because you know what I mean. We haven't actually established the facts of Michael Oliver, because we can't call him a cheat without any evidence. But
Pandale says Michael Oliver did it right. Mars Lewis Skelly clearly kicked him in the head.
Yeah.
Did a WWE takedown and strangled him. Plus, it was the open goal and he was only 3 meters away from it. I mean,
Very good, very good. I like that. I like that. Very
Joseph
good.
says, did you guys notice that Oliver said something to Arteta?
At the end.
Yeah, because Arteta then come and shook
And he
his
looked
hand.
at him, yeah, like he
And
says.
he walked back and like he said something like Arteta's what?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
That's, we don't know
I didn't
what he
know
said.
that.
Humbly, eh?
Albor
No, I didn't
says,
know
Ty, a Chelsea fan here, just wanted to say that I have a lot of respect for you. I'm from Boston. I want to ask if you had a favorite Iranian restaurant in London. I would recommend Diba.
Obviously, other restaurants are available. Okay. Well, listen. Me, Robbie, and Yardy can go there. If you could hook us up with a 3-course meal, then we'll go there. We'll go there.
Nino Brown says, why does Ty say asked instead of asked instead of asked?
What?
Did you say that?
What? I don't think I said that.
Anyway, guys, we got the win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what a fantastic win. But like you said, that's been overshadowed. Hasn't it?
Great goal by Calafiori.
But what I would say...
A lot of fight shown by the team.
Brilliant. But do you know what? If we had not have won, it wouldn't have been overshadowed. Would it? It wouldn't have been overshadowed. It would have said, oh, Arsenal... Well, I didn't say us.
You know what, right?
Criticise about disciplinary issues. That's
Thank
what
God we won.
Yeah, we win.
Because
Yeah,
we had the
absolutely.
right. You know what? I was watching that game at one time. I turned around to Cecil. I said, if I was Arteta, I was to get all the players. Say, yo, come, let's go.
Come off.
Off the pitch.
Yo.
That's how vexed I was.
No,
really?
I'm glad he didn't do that.
no,
honestly, I said,
What would happen?
If
What would
that
happen?
was Arteta, I would have said to all of the players, come off, man.
But what would happen?
Enough is enough.
We would get
What would
5
happen?
deducted
Well, we'd have
points.
got a serious 5.
I get deducted.
But I
Massive
don't know,
points
but for me,
deduction.
no, like that's a serious thing because
It is
there's
serious
been
thing.
times I'm like, if I was a footballer and I'm playing, certain decisions I'm seeing happening, I'm like, yo, me done. Me not do this, me off. What's the point?
You're not like a Jamaican team.
Yeah, like what will I do yourself?
Yo, come
Yeah,
on. We're done. Nah, man. This I eat that thing.
Yeah.
Now we're finished now.
Me
We're
done.
done.
Me gone, I'm a yard. Me gone home. What me there, sir?
Yo, Yardy, come man.
Yeah.
Pack up the kit.
No,
and come.
that's how I feel. Sometimes I watch a game and I say, yo, man, come off on the pitch. Come off.
And then Yardy be like,
Yeah, man.
Yo,
Pack
Yardy,
up, man. Take up your ball.
Go for the kit, man.
Yeah.
We're gone, man. We're gone.
God, we are, man. Let them play by themselves. Play by themselves.
Anyway, we
But
got
no,
the win.
We got the
Thankfully,
win. But
but
can we say though, yeah, like
crucial
real
win.
talk though, Wolves are very poor. Very poor.
Yeah, but you said...
No, because even when we went down to 10 men, we were still creating a lot of chances.
But then, Jordi, that's what it is that I don't know if Wolves are poor. We are still
They are
good.
poor.
No, but we're still good with 10
no,
men.
we are good, but I'm saying they're poor.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but
They're in relegation right now, you know.
Yeah,
Do you know what?
They
That's
have
a
not-
brilliant
they sold a lot of their
segue.
players.
That's a brilliant segue into what I wanted to talk about next.
What?
Because we're talking about teams that
Obviously,
relegation.
other shops
Oh,
are
yeah.
available.
We're talking about relegation and teams that are poor. Tottenham.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
Tottenham Hotspur losing at home
To Leicester, I can't
to
believe that.
Leicester City. 2-1. What
After
I loved
taking the
in that
lead.
game, Vardy,
Taking the lead.
he was
Yeah.
getting loads of stick from the fans in that game.
Yes.
Pointing to his Premier League badge.
Yeah.
And then pointing to the Tottenham fans, saying, yeah, you ain't got one of these, have you?
Yeah, good.
I mean, it was brilliant. It was typical Vardy.
Hold that, fam.
2-1.
Yes.
How many more games is Ange going to have before they sack him?
Yeah, but can they
13
Hopefully they
defeats.
don't sack him.
can they afford to sack him?
No, hopefully they don't. I see, you know, interesting thing, the last 3 managers, there's somebody was showing where they are.
Yeah.
And one's first, one's second,
That's
one's
Conte.
third.
Antonio
Conte's
Conte is first with Napoli
Yeah.
in Serie A. Jose Mourinho is
Disgrace
second,
with
right,
Roma.
with Fenerbahce,
Oh, Fenerbahce, sorry.
over in Turkey.
Yeah.
And Nuno. Remember Nuno
Yes,
was their
third,
manager,
yes.
he's third.
Yes.
He's third in the Premier League.
Yes, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
Big Ange, no. How many more games? He's been terrible.
Nah, man,
13 games.
Remember, he always been
I don't
something
know.
in his second season.
They've had a lot of injuries. That is true,
They have.
right? But
Yeah,
so
he did say that.
look at Bournemouth. They had
So
8
what?
first-team players out injured, right, on the weekend, and
They
they
were-
beat Nottingham Forest 5-0.
I think it's 9. Did you see them? They keep on saying it. They filled up the press box.
Yeah.
All the injured is about nearly 11 players.
Yeah.
First-team
true.
players, including their star signing, right, Evan Nilsson.
Out.
Yeah. And look at that 5-0.
And look at what they're doing. Incredible.
Yeah, man.
Tottenham are dreadful, man.
It's
Leicester City, they've now lost at home to Leicester,
And Ipswich.
Ipswich. They drew at home to Wolves,
Fulham.
right? Well, I'm on about the teams down there in the relegation.
Yeah, Wolves, yeah, they're due. Yeah, it's true.
I mean,
that's true. You know, you're right. Yeah,
they lost last week to Everton, another team in Everton are above them now.
Yeah.
I mean, could we see Tottenham in a relegation fight?
Possibly. It's the thing with Tottenham. It's funny, isn't it? Because they will lose these teams and then they will come up against Liverpool in 2 weeks.
I don't think.
And then get a result.
I don't think so. But I hear what you're saying, Yardi. They can.
They've been doing it. That's the thing. They've been turning up against certain teams. They think, remember they beat Man City 3 times this season already. I think it's 3 or 2. They've beaten them.
Yeah, but I
beat them in the league.
I think that's when they're so low in that team right now.
I don't think they'll beat. I don't think they'll beat Liverpool. But yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Yeah, but like I said, this is what some Tottenham fans wanted. They wanted excitement, isn't it? So
remember last season when they were there? Oh yeah, we want to lose.
Yeah, to
lose against City.
Man City.
You're losing every week now.
Yeah, 10-0.
Now you're losing every week.
10-0. Yeah. 10-0.
Keep losing.
Yeah, they said they'd rather lose 10-0 than see us beat Man City, see us win the league. Yeah,
that's a shout. They might get that 10-0 before the end of the season. Colton says, don't forget the City game with an added 10 minutes. Had the fewest time out of play to date. Total overhaul needed.
Yes.
BioSparks TV says, funnily enough, the chain of bad decisions made me sign up to a refereeing course with the FA in November.
Okay.
And now it happens again just before the course starts in 3 weeks. Time.
Good luck.
To even the odds, he says.
well, absolutely.
Imagine that though. Somebody's like, no, I had enough. I'm going to go be a referee and even this out.
Absolutely. Well, if, you know what I mean? Well, brilliant. If you can be a good referee, then brilliant. All power to you.
Gunnar says, hi Rob, how would you join the fan roundup in Girona? We are going to be in Girona. I'm flying out to Girona tomorrow. Big game for Arsenal. Well, we're almost through, innit?
We're almost through. No
literally through. I mean,
but no
we've got absolutely thrashed in that game. We should be through. But it's going to be interesting what team he picks for that game, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, I think it definitely will give some players a rest. I don't think he will go.
He will sort of have a holding something.
Yeah, and
yes, at the end of the game.
Now,
exactly.
Suppose he's out injured. There's no other forward. There's no more strikers.
Exactly. This is what Nathan. You know, I didn't want to even talk about this at the beginning when Jesus got injured because you don't want to wish bad. But this is what I was in fear of is that what if Havertz gets injured then? So then we literally only have the front three and that's it.
There'll be no strikers.
Nathan.
But what if he has to go in midfield because all the guys not fit back?
But look, Adeji, that's who we have. He was on the bench against Dynamo Zagreb. He came on for a minute. That's who we got.
But what about Man City on the weekend?
No, absolutely no. You're
right. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like
Man City on the weekend, Newcastle next week.
But the problem that I'm having with this situation now
buy players.
is even now it's like who you're gonna buy now that can come in straight away.
Yeah.
This player should have a player that we should have got should have been in already and already had a few games under his belt.
It's not always that easy though, is it?
No, it's not, and that's the problem.
What happened in the Man City game? Did you see they put 2 of the new guys?
Mamouche. Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah, look what happened to the other one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kusanov, he made a massive error for the goal, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And then he fouled Palmer as well.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Another super chat says, I'm a Liverpool fan and I respect Ty for his loyalty to Arsenal.
Thank you. I respect your loyalty to Liverpool as well. What's his name? What's the person's name?
Nader.
Oh, Nader. Thank you. Respect to you as well, Nader, for your loyalty to Liverpool.
By the way, what happened to the women yesterday?
I'll tell you what happened to the women.
They lost to Chelsea.
Another disgraceful referee decision. A penalty that wasn't a penalty.
No.
Have you seen it?
Ty.
Have you seen it?
Ty.
It wasn't a penalty. She won the ball.
Ty.
Kim won the ball. She did win the ball. She did win the ball.
That's a penalty all day long.
Production.
That referee got that right. Maybe we should have the women referees instead of
production. Can you hear me? Robbie's saying that it was a penalty. Production, can you hear me? Because someone in production who you know said that she won the ball.
It was a penalty.
It wasn't a penalty. She won the ball.
I thought it was a penalty. She took her down.
No, she didn't. She won the ball. That's what I mean. But that's the problem. She won the ball and she went into her. But they're not looking at that.
I thought it was rash. I thought it was a penalty.
No, but she won the ball. And I've seen
Kim Little as well, an experienced player.
No, but she's not going to tackle like that. She came out and said that she won the ball. She's not going to say that if she didn't win.
Has there ever been a decision against Arsenal that you can say it was the correct one?
Of course I can.
Honestly?
Of course, and we've been lucky. Listen, when we went unbeaten.
Tell us one that comes off the top of your head right now.
When we went unbeaten, we were very, very lucky. I remember
tell me like a decision where it should not have been a penalty.
I thought you said that she got the ball.
Yeah?
I don't know. I bet you've.
It was a penalty. See, even she's saying it was a penalty. That was a penalty. I watched the game. I was like,
you
was at the game, so maybe you ain't seen the replays. I watched the game.
I've seen her win the ball.
I watched the game. That's a penalty.
I've seen her win the ball.
No, Ty, it weren't.
I've seen her win the ball. I've seen her win the ball.
We got to be fair.
Was disgraceful.
We got to be fair.
She won the ball.
No. She didn't win the ball.
Any decision with us, I think she won.
No.
Ty, go watch it again. That's a penalty.
I've seen it twice. She won the ball.
Anyway, we haven't done our Boohoo Man of the weekend.
Oh yeah.
So commiserations. Referee disgraceful.
Big up Boohoo Man. Don't forget, scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description to get an extra 10% off all Boohoo Man clothing. Your Boohoo Man of the week is?
Gonna give it to Arsenal team. I'm gonna give it to them. You know what I mean? Calafiori, he came on and stepped up as well.
Brilliant
especially just coming back into the squad as well. And nice finish. You know what I mean? Finish. We needed it, and it got us the 3 points that we need to keep going and pushing on for the title, or challenging for it anyway, right now. So, so I give it to Arsenal, man. Cause we could have crumbled, you know what I mean? Like, there's been times we've gone down to 10 players, and we feel like, this is it. But, there's fight and big them up, man.
Is it worth me asking you idiot of the weekend? Is it even worth it?
Yeah, there may have a few. Chelsea could get mentioned, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you why Chelsea could get mentioned. They are now behind Man City, considering they were like at one stage like 8 points clear in front of them, you know. And
they were a couple of points behind Liverpool.
They were 4 points behind Liverpool. Yeah. They are now something like 12.
They were ahead of us at one time.
They're 13 points behind Liverpool now, considering they were 4. So they could be get idiot of the week as well, because they haven't won a game for a long time now.
Oh no, they won last week.
Oh, they won last week. Oh, sorry.
Beat Wolves.
They picked up 5 points in the last, I think it was last 10 games or something like that. I think. Anyway, that's for them business.
Big Ange could get it.
Yeah, definitely. He was rattling it.
Yeah.
Did you see the video where so who said that? But I'm going to give it to the one and only Ty's good mate.
Yeah, my mate.
Michael Oliver. Yes, you have to get it, man. 100%.
Shocking.
100%.
Shocking.
And you need to come out and actually,
They ain't coming out and saying
nothing. David Cole, please make the YouTube channel and start being a YouTuber and start exposing these guys. Like, you can fly to a different country. You don't have to live here. You can go live in a whole different country where nobody can get, because they'll try to track you down. Remember Howard Webb's ex-police. So go to a different country and start expose them. I'm telling you.
Well,
right, we got some questions here for Ask Ty.
Okay.
Navas87 says, where is our Ty meltdown over Michael Oliver?
Yeah,
what meltdown? Why should there be? It's
because we're winning. It's because we're winning.
No, but why should there be a meltdown? The thing is, it's not a surprise to me. It's not a surprise to me.
But you was always right, Ty. This was your moment.
Ace Diamond 7524 says, don't think Michael Oliver should ever referee an Arsenal game again until there has been at least an investigation with all the bad decisions against us.
Yeah.
My question is, do you think this is possible to do given the evidence over the last few years of these one-off red cards he loves giving us?
Of course.
Do you think there should be an investigation?
There should be an investigation, but as usual, there won't be. I saw a program which I won't even name, and I saw the ex-referee, which I won't even name, saying that's what he thought. So what, like you said, as usual, listen, it's like this, I don't know what that tune is, so I better be careful. I don't know what's that tune. I won't say it. The one, you don't have no alibi because you. That's what it is. What they're gonna do is give them an alibi. That's what it is. PJ
giving Arsenal 2 already this season.
Absolutely.
Might not get one next season.
Absolutely.
Giving us.
Absolutely. The PGMOL and VAR with Darren England are going to back the referee up. There's no way they're ever going to go against him. So, of course, the evidence is there. I shouldn't say I've seen it.
Do you think they'll overturn it?
I'm hoping. But the thing is, this is why I think Mikel...
they won't.
Mikel is fantastic. I hope they will. That's why Mikel has kept very, very quiet. He's smart.
I think if there wasn't so much being said about it,
I hope they do.
It would be. But no, for them, if it gets overturned,
it means they're wrong.
Then it looks like
but you've got to do the right thing.
You have to question everything now. Again,
then it's
going to be put pressure back on them to why did that decision happen in the first place?
Why can't they just admit
where they're kingpin? Because
hold your hands up. It's the wrong decision. We move on.
Because it would be like us again. It happened with Brentford when they admitted that the Ivan Toney goal was offside.
Lee Mason,
so they cannot keep doing it because eventually it's going to be like, okay,
because
why is it always Arsenal then?
Because, Robbie,
they cannot.
They
just have to take it and move.
We don't matter. When it's us, it doesn't matter. Frank Lampard can be a manager for 3 seconds and get an apology. But when it's us, it's us, isn't it? Anything can be thrown at us. It's all right. It's all right. Why?
If me see Michael in person, me want to know. And you can't walk away from me. You have to tell me. You have to tell me. You have to tell me directly what is the situation. Why did you do that? Explain to me.
But then he won't say anything.
And then explain to me the trouser one. And then explain to me the ones that you didn't give. Why them ones?
Carly Simon.
Because we need, sometimes you just want the answer. Just know. If a man just come on and say, boy, say, to me, they look like that. So that's why I'm give it to him. All right, cool. But we just not get no answer.
No, because we don't warrant an answer.
Referees, they are part of the game. They should at some point, end of the week, or midweek when there's something. Current referees. This is what happened in this game. This is what we decided. I wonder if we're gonna get the audio of the VAR. I wonder if that's ever gonna come out.
Exactly.
That's gonna be interesting.
Absolutely. This is why.
You'll be surprised to be like, oh, sorry, we lost connection.
Yeah, because they haven't lost it. Yeah. It's been deleted.
Yeah. For some reason that part didn't work.
Ash says. King Ty from now on.
King of Lucky. I don't know about
some respect on the man's name.
Thank you.
A lot of people backing you today. Normally, there's not been one deluded on texting the thing. Normally they're like saying you're deluded for saying that. Nobody's saying that today.
Because they're not in any position to call me that. But like I said, Robbie, remember I've said it before, and this is why he's not surprised. I've said for seasons that Mikel, Kim, I think Nathan is our under 21s captain. I'm not sure who our development women's captain is. They have to sit down with PTMOL, VAR, and ask why they get a decision. How many times have I said it? We have to sit down because it's not a surprise to me. So was there a bit of a meltdown? There was a bit of a meltdown at the time, but we're used to this. It's nothing new. But like I said, why are we not sitting down with them? Mikel, Martin, Kim. Kim was on the end of. But imagine, I was lucky enough to go to the Chelsea game. The referee was terrible. What she let go was disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful. We have to, because we need to know. Because I remember Mikel saying at the start of the season, the ref said they wanted to do that, and they did. But it's not a surprise. What it is.
What should happen to Michael Oliver now?
Well, in football, obviously.
Personally,
as a referee, what should happen to him?
Well,
what realistically should happen is this decision. They should come out and admit that it was a mistake made.
Yeah.
We whoever was in VR, what's his name? Darren England. He made a mistake. He should have questioned Michael Oliver. Yep. And got him to go and look at the screen. Because even if he went to the screen and looked and still stuck with his decision, he could almost be like, well, he's sticking with his decision even after he see it. You didn't give him that option to even do that. So I think just no more Arsenal games for the rest of the season.
I agree.
Like, there's not many left now, so you've done too many already. You've given us 2 red cards this season already. That's your time, man.
I agree. I agree. And also,
stay out our games.
And he should come out and say, I made a mistake. That's what it should be. Because I was hearing in the same show with the same ref, ex-ref that I won't name, that a mistake has been made. Even on some football shows on a channel which I won't name, they said, I make a mistake, move on.
But even even the referee that does ref watch, what's his name?
That's what I'm saying. Obviously, other programs.
You know what I'm talking. What's his name? Yeah, him.
Dermot O'Leary's comedian. He's a presenter. It's Dermot Gallagher. Is that the kind of nonsense that you say on LL Sports? Can you imagine Dermot O'Leary? Can you imagine Dermot O'Leary? He said Dermot.
No, but even he.
But you see, look, even Laurie's made a mistake. So yeah, I suppose it can happen. A bad one, but it can happen.
He came out on Ref Watch and said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He said no, that's a yellow card.
That's who.
It's a yellow card.
No, he did. But he also said that referees make mistakes. Move on. I'm sorry, no.
No, they make mistakes.
Yeah, they do.
They make mistakes.
But VAR has been brought in to help correct your mistakes.
Absolutely.
That's why VAR is there now, is because they know that in real time sometimes the referee sees things a little bit. They just seen it once. Here's a chance to go and revisit that and look again.
Absolutely.
And then know, do you still stand by your decision? You might want to change it, and that's why we see sometimes a penalty is given, penalty is not given, a goal is not given, a red card has been taken back. Yeah. But when it comes to Arsenal, remember, Arsenal is one of the only teams one of the only times I've seen when VAR was brought in that they had the screen and everything set up, but it wasn't plugged in. I've never seen that any other body. We had that at one of our games before. It was not plugged in, wasn't working. It's just off.
Yeah. Absolutely, but no, they do make mistakes. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying that they can't be flippant and say they make a mistake and move on. Because if you make a mistake in any walk of life, when you're wrong, you come out and say you're wrong. You don't carry on like you've done the right thing. So we fans, our fans I'm talking about, can accept mistakes as long as there's remorse and there's admittance of wrongdoing. When there's arrogance, smugness, and sheer silence to say, we don't care, that's the problem.
I mean, one thing we can say though, like we always scream for consistency, right?
Exactly.
So at least Michael Alpha is consistent with
Consistently inconsistent, exactly.
I mean, we can. No, he's consistent with us, yeah.
He weren't even consistent within the game.
No, he's consistent with us though, so yeah, buddy. He knows what to do.
He weren't even consistent within the game. Ty.
Yeah.
So you think if we're playing next week or the week after, you see Michael Oliver coming, you'd be happy with?
No. I'll be unhappy. But we know what to expect. Because the thing is, somebody was saying it, and I don't like to mention this cheat's name, but unfortunately I will bring him in. If he did that to Ferguson, he would never ref Manchester United again, would he? Because Ferguson would make up so much noise. Now, Mikel is more humble than that. But if you have sent off, like I said, again, Yardi said, you send off 8 of our players and you yellow card us the most times. That means you seem to have a problem with our players, isn't it? Because why are you sending them so much?
All right.
Seems like you're just more
Mr. Butter says, sorry, Ty, you are deluded. YNWA is obviously a Liverpool fan.
No, listen.
I knew you'd try and get back. Listen, on the whole, nobody's really coming at you today.
Absolutely, and I'll say it again. I won't start cussing, but if people carry on, I'll start cussing. Please don't call me deluded. That's your first warning. If you don't want to get verbally battered, carry on, and you will get second warning. You get further. After the third warning, you're going to get verbally splattered all over Anfield. All right? So calm yourself.
You know what's going to happen, yeah?
You get out warnings now.
No, it's true. At least then, I didn't start cussing. I've given a warning. 3 times, you're going to get splattered all over Liverpool and Anfield.
Hey, Robbie, you know what's going to be crazy though?
Obviously verbally, always verbally and only verbally.
You know what's going to be crazy though? Is that the next couple of games that, is going to be happening, we're going to see that them same challenges happening again. Yeah. And there'll be no red cards. So it's just going to wind up the fans even more.
This is why they have to come out and rescind that yellow card, because if they don't,
if they
don't, what it's going to do is just going to, every time there's a tackle like that, people are going to be like, well, what about?
Yeah, and I was going to be on the question.
If you enforced what he did on Saturday, we'd see someone sent off every game, every single game. So
that's the issue.
Every single game that's played, we'd see someone sent off. Straight red.
But that's the reason why they stopped doing the double. They're doing the second booking for kicking away the ball.
Josephone says, Robbie, with all your inside info, if you had to predict one signing before the end of the window, who will it be? I need some hope.
That's good. That's a good question. That's a good question, because Robbie's like a fountain of knowledge oracle.
We're not
so what do you
signing
think, Robbie?
anybody.
What do you think?
We will sign someone.
I think so.
All right.
I think so.
Somebody who's going to go into the first team?
I bet you we'll sign someone.
Somebody going into the first team?
Obviously.
Rashford.
I don't. No.
All right. 30 million, Rashford.
What permanent?
We won't sign Rashford on a permanent. No.
He'll be low.
We can't get him on loan.
Why not?
Because we have Sterling and Neto already.
UK loan
right? Yes. No,
so
that's true.
Have to buy.
Although you could easily sell you could sell. You could send one back, or you could buy one.
Oh,
I think we'll make a signing. The other question you asked me, who? I really don't know. I do wonder if Arsenal might go and make a big offer for Sesko before the end of this transfer window, even though the rumours are he won't come because RB Leipzig don't want to sell him. The rumours are he'd like to come, but if Leipzig ain't going to sell, he's going to be... But I could see that happening. Possibly they do a big one for Sesko for the end of the window. But
why leave it to the end, though?
Now they may as well leave it till the end.
No.
Before listen, I'm in agreement with you. They should have brought someone in already.
Yeah.
But now that it's taken so long, you may as well leave it till the end because
if you try
now
get the guy tomorrow,
when you leave it down to the end, that's when sometimes you can get a better deal.
It's true.
Because what's the point in going and spending an X amount of million now?
Go out and get the man tomorrow, tonight. Bring him in tomorrow.
In a perfect world.
Put him in the team Wednesday.
He's not a football manager.
Put him in the team. Actually, he couldn't even play in the team Wednesday because he's going to be cup tied.
Yeah, he'll be cup tied.
Put him to train Thursday, Friday. Then he plays against Man City.
Too late. Taiwo says you're deleted. He says you're deleted, by the way. Right,
right. It's all right because you want to get
warning number 2.
You want to get verbally beaten up, innit? You want to get just carry on. Listen, like I said before,
warning number 2.
Not call me deleted.
I like this one.
Warning number 2.
Stephen Ireland's grandmother has come with another deluded one, right? But he asks you the question. Ty, is the PGMOL deluded?
I would never ever say. I would never call anybody. I could call them wrong. I think they're wrong, but I would never call anyone deluded. You just bacon. I better be careful because I'm Muslim, so I better be careful. You just saved yourself there because I thought that was warning number 3.
You're carrying on bad today, innit?
Well, after warning number 3, the verbal fist comes out and it's ready to smash. He's ready to smash. And he won't stop smashing till everything is broken. In verbal terms.
Yo, Ty is a troublemaker, you know.
I'm not a troublemaker at all. I'm not a troublemaker.
I heard about one time when your brother had to save him at a game. Pick him up.
You're talking about
West Ham.
You're talking about Laurie. You're talking about Laurie.
Yeah, had to pick you up apparently.
That one is wrong. But yeah, Laurie's very strong. Anyway, so yeah, that's true.
The West Ham game.
No.
We mean no. It's true.
The story is wrong, but yeah, Laurie's quite strong. Anyway.
What's the story then?
What's the story? Morning Glory, very good, very good. Listen, what it is
he was giving it to some fans after the game. They came and saw him.
No.
And then Laurie had to grab him and help him out of the situation.
No.
He's giving it to a West Ham fan.
No, that would never happen.
He's giving it to a West Ham fan.
That would never happen.
The guy, by the way, was only having banter.
Yeah.
That would never happen.
And West Ham beat us and the guy was taking the mick, which we'd all do.
No.
Ty started coming in, pointing as he always does, and having a go at the guy, and the guy go, "Who's that?"
No.
Boy, I'll tell you what, mate.
No.
One more, say it again.
No.
And your head's going down the road, mate.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's not true.
Right, and he still went and said something.
No.
And then thankfully for him, Laurie intervened.
No.
Saved him.
No, that's
and he weren't looking. He wasn't looking to throw fists in football terms.
No,
right?
Listen,
he was looking to throw fists in boxing terms.
No, that's like I keep on saying. I'm not a bad man in a shape before, but nobody can come and bad me up at Emirates. Nobody, they just can't do it. But what it is, I don't know what happened, but something was happening. There was an argument, and Laurie just. I didn't know Laurie well, and he just pushed me. He just pulled me. When he pulled, I didn't say because. He just pushed me.
Back and he said,
"No, he pushed me. He pushed me like a piece of paper. I didn't even argue."
Guys, can you all learn to be respectful? Not even funny. Be respectful.
Thank you. Be respectful to anyone. That's what you have to. You don't agree, you know what I mean? But you don't have to call people that. But no, I would never call anyone deluded. I think that they're wrong, but I would never call them. I would never call anybody deluded.
What about deluded drink?
What?
That deluded drink that the guy said he was going to make you a sponsor.
Who's going to make a sponsor?
Tizzy. Remember Tizzy from last week?
Tizzy.
He said he should bring out a drink called...
He makes himself... No, but he should be drinking that then.
He said he should bring out a drink called deluded.
But he should be drinking it. He's drinking it because I don't know anything about that.
He actually tweeted me on Twitter.
He didn't tweet me. Don't be stupid. You're lucky, man, because if this was on the show, that would be you start to get verbally punched up. badly. You're lucky you didn't tweet me that
Bad man
nonsense.
Ty from
No, I'm not
Islington.
bad, no. I'm from Islington, I'm proud to be. I'm not bad at all.
Bad man Ty from
I'm not bad,
Islington.
no, I'm not bad
If you
at all.
don't know, if you come to Islington, you have to check in with Ty.
No,
Yeah, if
no,
you don't
of
check in
course
with Ty,
not,
it could be
no.
problems, yeah?
No,
He runs the whole borough.
No, I'm not bad at all.
Anyway, listen, we've come to the end of the show today. I feel like we spent the whole show talking about this blasted referee. Hopefully they rescind that yellow card. Miles Lewis-Skelly's back
Hopefully.
in time for the game at the weekend against Manchester City. Big game. Before we go, can we get some predictions for the game against Girona? I'll be there. You coming, Ty?
I think
Hopefully, if I can manage it, I'll try my best to.
I'll go. But then I feel like
We're going to rest a lot of players.
yeah.
We will,
But then
we will.
it's still it was a nice little 3-1,
Ty?
Well,
2-0.
I want to go for 3-0. I usually go for 2-0. I want to go for 3-0, but I don't want to underestimate Girona because it could be like a cup final for them. So
Liverpool only beat them 1-0.
yeah, exactly.
Penalty.
Exactly. So I'll go hopefully 2-0 to us. What about you, Robbie?
2-1.
Okay.
I'll go 2-1 because he's hard to predict because you don't know what sort of side. We don't even necessarily have to win the game, you know.
No, we don't. But it'd be nice if we did.
2-1.
What about
There's gonna be
Messi?
some real
Ranieri.
interesting games in that one, you know.
Ethan.
Yeah.
That day, because like
Yeah, City could go out if
City could go
if they don't beat Bruges.
PSG. I think even Real Madrid might need a win as well.
Yeah.
We also, you know what?
Juventus might even need a win as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
City prediction?
Well, before that, before that, you said about Miles, you know, and maybe that, you know, he could lose his place. What about Ethan? He had to be taken off.
Yeah, well, yeah. He could,
So that's another thing, isn't it?
yeah, affected him.
Exactly.
Because, yeah, he weren't able to play the full game. That's
Exactly.
very true.
And then if Odegaard's back, he definitely.
Exactly.
But then again, because we're short on attackers, he will get.
I think he'll
minutes.
play Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah. City game. Realistically, City are looking like they're not scoring goals, but then you look at the PSG game or them that shit where.
PSG, they got destroyed. I thought
Yeah, I think if
Chelsea got second
Chelsea
in
had
one
anything about them
Yeah.
the other day, they would have won that game
I
as
think
well.
go
as
second
long
in
as,
one game.
long as defensively we deal with it,
Yeah.
yeah, man. You know, I go with that tie, 2-0. I go with
I'm
that
going
Hopefully
2-1
this
in
one.
that game. I think it's going to be a tight
Okay.
game, but I just think we can get at their defence, but
We can.
everybody's got to be fit.
tie. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tough game.
But before we go, just wanted to say congratulations to under 21s. We beat Nottingham Forest 2-0. Salah and Kayo and Edwards scored penalties. To
What, Mo Salah or Salah Dean?
no, absolutely Salah. Yes, one of the twins. He scored a penalty. And I even forgot to say last week that we beat QPR on penalties. It was at the same time we played Aston Villa, 5 o'clock. So well done to them. We got Fulham. Funny enough, our under 18s have got Fulham this Friday night at Motspur Park
Good.
in the FA Youth Cup. Absolutely, definitely. So hopefully see
Man, I
them win.
miss nothing, you know, man.
And you know, I'm going to say good luck to Freya Godfrey. She's on loan to London City Lionesses, and Layla Herbert, she's gone on loan to Southampton. Oh, because I know about I know.
No, man, like, yo, man.
I know about these players, and you know. Good luck
Anyway,
to all our teams.
We've come to the end of the show today. I want to thank the guys from Boohoo Man.
week.
Don't forget to scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. Use the code AFTV10. You get an additional 10% off all of their clothing. Big thanks going out to you, Ty. Big thanks going out to you, Yardi, and to you
Very
guys
much.
for getting involved
Absolutely.
tonight. It's been a hot debate, but thanks for being involved.
Next week,
Yeah, next week the show is from 7 o'clock, right? So it's going to be.
7 p.m.
We mean
7 p.m.
You know about the two? We've been discussing it for weeks.
Oh, is it because
No,
of is it because of the transfer window?
No,
Just
just
6 p.m. But
Yeah.
7 p.m. every
Is
Monday.
it the 31st?
That's a new slot.
Is it the 31st?
No, 31st.
Is next week the 31st?
No, it's not the 31st. It's the 3rd.
It's all right.
It's actually the
I've got
show's
it wrong,
going to be
I've got it
actually
wrong.
on.
Mine's the 31st.
The show's actually going to be on transfer deadline day. We're going to be doing a deadline day special as well. So,
Oh, right, okay, yeah, cool.
And then from then onwards, every week we're going to be 7 o'clock on a Monday night, right? So make sure you come along and check us out here for the Buyers Premier League show. As a matter of fact, from February, every evening here on AFTV, there's going to be a live show at 7 p.m. 7 days a week. We will be live, giving you guys a chance to have your say on the big topics of the day. So thanks for watching the show. Once again, thank you guys. Thank you to you guys.
Thank you, Robbie.
And we'll see you next week at 7.
Peace. Good luck to all our teams this week.